House will come to order. Today's Pledge of Allegiance is by Isabella Robles from Arupe Jesuit High School in Denver.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J. J. Becker, Becker K. Beckman, Benavides, Bridges, Buck, Buckner, Carver, Catlin, Coleman, Covarrubias, Danielson, Escar, Everett, Exum, Foot, Garnett, Janal, Gray, Gray, Hamner, Hamner,
Excused.
Hanson. Representative Hamner is present. Harrod. Hooten. Humphrey. Jackson. Jackson.
Excused.
Kennedy. Kraft Tharp. Kraft Tharp. Thank you. Landgraf. Excused. Lawrence. Lebsock. Lee. Leonard. Lewis. Liston. Lontine. Lundeen. McKean.
Excused.
McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Janae. Neville. Pabon. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Ryer. Roberts. Rosenthal. Sane. Salazar. Salazar.
Excused.
Sandridge. Sias. Sias.
Assistant Minority Leader West.
We have him excused for now, please. I think he's on his way in.
Excused.
Singer. Thurlow. Valdez. Van Winkle. Representative Salazar is present. Van Winkle.
Excused.
Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winter. Wist. Young. Representative Jackson is present. Madam Speaker.
Present. With 61 present and 4 excused, we have a quorum. Representative McLaughlin, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning to you. Madam Speaker, I move that the reading of the Journal of Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
All right, members, you have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All of those opposed signify by saying no. That motion passes. All right, we have announcements and introductions this morning. Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. House Ag, Livestock, and Natural Resources Committee, this is a reminder, we will meet today upon adjournment for Senate Joint Resolution 003. It won't take long. It's a resolution. We'll explain it and we'll move on. Thank you. Directly after, within a few minutes so we can get on with the day. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Representative Arndt. Further announcements and introductions. Representative Beckman and Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. There is a new legislative caucus starting up. It's called the Legislative Caucus on Aging, which we all do if we're lucky. It will be on Friday. It will be at 7:30 to about 8:45, and there's going to be breakfast and coffee. And it will be across the at the Sherman Street building in room 603.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is a new caucus with unprecedented growth in Colorado, actually a third fastest in the nation. The number of people that are 65 and older in Colorado will increase by 70% in 2030. So we're putting together this caucus to really do some education and bring some stakeholders to the table. We're going to have a jam-packed meeting on Friday morning, overview and conversations on aging. Colorado Senior Policy Advisor on Aging, Wade Buchanan, will be there. Colorado Seniors and their Health, Colorado Health Institute is going to be there presenting. And then you're going to hear about some great legislation coming for seniors suffering with dementia in your community. So I hope that you'll show up and show your support for the Senior Caucus.
All right, further announcements and introductions. Representative Wilson, I think you were next.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, please pay attention. Tomorrow is the
Happy hour.
Sportsman's Caucus. Thank you, Madam
Announcements and
Speaker.
introductions. The gavel didn't break that time.
Tomorrow is Sportsman's Caucus Day, i.e. Hot Dog Day. Please let all your staff know we are feeding all staff at noon because of our new restrictions on the meeting days and the meeting rooms and eating and so forth. We won't be able to eat in the room, so we will be feeding all legislators and Sportsman's Caucus members at 11:30. So please tell all your aides, anyone on Capitol staff, including the Chief Clerk of the House of Representatives, that we will be feeding those folks at 12 o'clock high noon. Also, don't forget your membership sheets. Thank you.
Good. I just came down from Morris.
Any further announcements or introductions? I think the next person I saw was waiting was Representative Winter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of Transportation and Energy, it's our first meeting of the session today at 1:30 in room 0112 in the basement in our new committee rooms. I look forward to getting to work with all of you.
Further announcements or introductions? I think the next person I saw was Rep. Rosenthal. Representative Sayes.
Go ahead.
Representative Sayes.
All right.
Or not. Representative Rosenthal.
Boker Tov, good morning, Madam Speaker.
Good morning.
It was good to see you at the Jewish Community Relations Council. You gave an excellent speech this morning about our relations with the Jewish community and our relationship between Colorado and Israel. Thank you for your wonderful, kind words.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So, members would like to let you know and remind you today is there is an Aerospace and Defense Caucus lunch, and that's going to be across the street. And so why don't we take it away, Representative Sayes, so you can say a few words about it as well.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker and Representative Rosenthal. Yes, we'd like to invite you all to the kickoff of the Aerospace and Defense Caucus. It's as you all know, a huge employer here in the state of Colorado and in our metro area, and very supportive of the military that we have many members of here, and like very much for you all to join us there. You'll see the announcements on your desk, but please do join us. I think it'll be the beginning of an exciting year.
So again, noon at room 603 across the street. Thank you.
All right. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Liston.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, this was just put on your desk. Friday is Military Appreciation Day, and there's going to be a lot of very interesting people here. And I want to invite you, after we do all of the resolutions and all that, and we adjourn, there's going to be a reception to give you the opportunity to really meet and talk with one of the honorees. So please take a look at this that was put on your desk just a few minutes ago. And if you have the opportunity and can walk about a block north of the Capitol, you'll be able to meet not only a Pearl Harbor survivor, but a survivor of the USS Arizona. So I invite you all to attend. You'll hear more about this. Thank you.
All right. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Pedersen and Representative Hamner.
Education members, we are going to be thank you, Madam Speaker, I apologize. We are going to be meeting 10 minutes upon adjournment, and we get to meet with the Joint Budget Committee to grill them on the budget recommendations. Representative Hamner, is that what we're doing?
Oh, why, thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Representative Pedersen. That is not what we're doing. Actually, we are getting input from the Education Committee members around the development of this year's budget. So thank you, Representative Wilson. Looks like you're going to be prepared for the meeting. Thank you.
Oh, all right, she put it much better, but don't forget your books.
Did everybody hear that? The Budget Committee is getting recommendations from the Education Committee on the budget process, in case you guys didn't hear that. Any further announcements or introductions?
Madam Speaker, thank you so much, and I just would like everybody's
Representative
attention.
Buck, let me help you out. Hold on.
Thank you.
Representative Buck.
Thank you. And as we know, Representative McKean is still ill, and I know he would appreciate prayers, but I get the honor and the privilege to introduce Loveland Police Chief Officer Bob Tyser, who is a past president of the Colorado Association of Chiefs of Police, a U.S. Air Force veteran, a chair of the Colorado Task Force on Drunk and Impaired Driving. Please give him the warmest welcome from this house. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Foote.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have an announcement about State Affairs today. We are making a small change in the calendar. State Affairs is set for 1:30 and LSBA, the general spot, but the change that we're having in the calendar is we're moving House Bill 1056, which is Representative Van Winkle's bill that's set for action only, to the next week. So there's still some continued discussions on that particular bill for an amendment, and they need another week to talk about that. So that'll be moved to the next week. But everything else remains the same. We'll hear House Bill 1030 today, which is Representative Everett's bill, and House Bill 1106, Representative Williams' bill, at 1:30 this afternoon in State Affairs.
All right, further announcements or introductions? Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So, members, we do have a former member who is also visiting us today, former Representative Robert Bowen. Let's greet him and thank him for his previous service.
Thank you for joining us today. Any further announcements or introductions? Madam Majority Leader Becker. And this is an important one, so.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, two announcements. First is there will be an executive committee meeting today at 3:30 in the basement in room 107. And you don't have to attend that, but I do have to announce it at the well. And second, on your desks, is everyone paying attention? There's a workplace harassment training handout. It says
hold on one second. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So it says you are encouraged to attend. Actually, it is mandatory. So Legislative Legal Services has brought in a highly qualified and experienced employment law firm to conduct workplace harassment prevention training, which will take a completely different format this year than past years. Each training session will last approximately 2 hours and will be limited to just 25 legislators per session. Staff has arranged for 4 training sessions on 3 different days, starting on Monday, January 29th. The days and times that the training sessions are being offered are listed on this blue flyer, and they'll be emailed to you as well. As indicated on the flyer, you must use the online event sign-up website to register for one of the trainings. All of the training sessions will be across the street in the State Services Building. That's 1525 Sherman. The room number's on the flyer. Your aides, intern, and staff will also be attending separate workplace harassment prevention training. And for the lawyers amongst us, CLE credit has been applied for. And if you have any questions, contact the Office of Legislative Legal Services. So go online, sign up for one of these trainings, and probably the sooner you do it, the more likely you'll get the time that you want, because each is limited to 25 people.
Okay. Any further announcements or introductions? Going once, going twice. Seeing no further announcements or introductions. Oh, there is one more. Representative Buck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I would just like to welcome the Rangeview Elementary School. If they are in the house, please wave and welcome to your house. Okay, they're not here.
We'll welcome them when they come. All right, any further announcements or introductions? Seeing no further announcements or introductions, the next order of business is third reading. There is another announcement or introduction. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If you notice on the blue form, one of the trainings is from 8 to 10 a.m. That day, we will start on the floor at 10:15. So that'll be a delayed start. Let me grab the thing. Yes, it's February 16th, Friday, February 16th. That training, we will not start on the floor that day until 10:15 in the morning. No, Mondays we always start at 10. And actually, you're right, so it'll be 10:15. 10:15 on Monday, January 29th, and Friday, February 16th. Sorry about that, Madam Speaker.
Nope, no worries whatsoever. Any further announcements or introductions? Seeing no further announcements or introductions, that we will now proceed to third reading of bills, final passage. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1022.
House Bill 1022 by Representative Sias and Kraft Tharp, Senator John and Neville, concerning a requirement that the Department of Revenue issue a request for information for the electronic sales and use tax simplification system.
Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1022 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is a passage of House Bill 1022. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Sayas, please vote. Please close the machine. With 62 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 2 excused, House Bill 1022 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1038.
House Bill 1038 by Representative Valdez, House Senators Quorum and Donovan, concerning establishing a continuing education requirement for professional land surveyors.
Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1038 on third reading and final passage.
All right, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1038 on third reading and final passage. Ms. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 39 yes votes, 24 no votes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1038 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1031.
House Bill 1031 by Representatives Melton and Ransom, all Senators Cook and Jones, concerning employer entry into the Fire and Police Pension Association defined benefit system.
Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1031 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1031 on third reading and final passage. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 62 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 2 excused, House Bill 1031 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1116.
House Bill 1116 by Representative Rankin, House Senator Moreno, concerning measures authorizing the broadband employment board seek federal money earmarked for financing broadband employment.
Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1116 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is a passage of House Bill 1116. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 47 yes votes, 16 no votes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1116 is passed. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. All right, our next order of business is general orders, second reading of bills. Are we not doing that? I have it for today. Oh, that is Thursday. You're right. So we're done, actually. Announcements and introductions. Any announcements or introductions? Representative Gianal. Good morning.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to welcome members of the Poudre Education Authority Association are here today along their, I think up in the balcony, maybe not, along with a lot of other CEA members. But members, please welcome our Poudre Education Association to the House. Thank you.
Any further announcements or introductions? Going once, going twice, seeing no further announcements or introductions. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess till 1 p.m. today.
All right, seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until 1 p.m. today.